Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of Modded Megaquarium, the Brutal Mode campaign. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show you support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So between this episode and last, I have changed things around a little bit in here, and I've added a few tanks, or a few more fish into this tank over here. So I've opened up this one. We have also jumped up to rank 10 and got, you know, a decent way through that. But there's nothing really been that big or great to show you, and I haven't wanted to expand out yet until now. And so I'm bringing you in at this point, and because we've got a couple of things to do now, you can see we are up to like between 64 and 74 guests per day, and we're earning, you know, a lot more prestige than we were yesterday. Today I actually want to work on a couple of the quests that we've got here. We have the black tip reef shark. Go for your cleaning and go for your feeding. There we go. We have a black tip reef shark, for which we need one of these Osaka tanks, rounded corners, 20 rock, 250 points in total for the science there, with sufficient water quality and sufficient heating. So this is going to want to be a heating one. I'm actually going to have this as a cold water one. So this is the tank over here, which it's going to be. So if we cut that bit off there, that'll mean we can take this away once this is done. So we want to try and get at least 20 points in here, and that's going to be really simple. Because I'll probably end up putting one of the drop-off things in there anyway. But we can make this tank look nice and pretty. For example, I mean, we can do that for 10. We can add in some of this turbo weed, and we'll do that, say, there. We want some of the decor items definitely in here, so let's have a look at what decor items we don't have yet. I think actually having a canoe in this one would be really quite nice. And also maybe some, let's see what we don't have. The Easter Island head might actually be quite good as well, so we'll put that in there. And then in the other one over here, we can put some of the other big things as well. We do need some more rock though, so we'll go for, say, some rubberweed. We don't actually have much of that in, so go for one of those down there. We'll go for some medium live rock. We'll put that up at the back there. Now, do we need much more? No. Okay, that's it for the rock. And then we'll add in some of this taller kelp around as well. And then finally, I think some asparagus weed, just to give it a bit of colour. There we go. I think that looks okay. That should be fine. So we want 250 points worth of science in here. And in fact, let's actually take this as well. So we're going to get 3 black tip reef sharks from this. Now, I can't remember what these actually are and what they need, and well, mainly what they can eat. So I'm going to assume these are the ones that can only eat crustaceans. And so we're not going to put any crustaceans into this tank. So I'll look after your sharks, they are in safe hands. There we go. So yeah, we have this, we just need the points value now. So we're next going to go for, let's say, we do actually have a modified black tip reef shark here in rank 10. So we can see some of them, but the modified ones don't have the capability of eating anything. So that's the biggest boon you get with these, is that you can put them in with everything else. And I'm going to go for the northern anchovy though. They're fairly small, but you need lots of them. Up to 15 in a shoal, minimum of 15 in a shoal. So I think that'll be quite good to add in somewhere. So let's have a look what big science stuff we have. So we're going to want, in fact, if I have a look for science animal, that will give me all of the science stuff. So we have Comet, which is worth 70. That's really nice. A potato group is worth 188 on its own. Wow. So if we go for this one and that one, that'll be everything. So let's... Whoa, that's huge. Wow, okay. Didn't expect it to be quite that big. Wow. Okay, let's now remove this all the way down here. And, oh, we're actually getting a little bit of negative prestige there, so it looks like there may be something else which is needed here. Let's see. Cannot be housed with potato grouper, it's not. Oh, I think the coding in this is slightly wrong. We've only got one of them in there, but it's saying that it can't be housed with itself. Oh, that is a shame. It looks like, yeah, some of the coding for this animal is classing itself against the conspecifics. Okay, so we'll have to do this slightly differently, and instead we'll go for one of these comets. Definitely, because they'll be really nice to add in anyway. And maybe the mirror amphius as well. We need 6 of these, so that'll be okay on its own. I did want to have a mirror amphius in here as well, so go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There we go for that. These are black tip reef sharks. They can eat, oh, animals size 1 to 14. Okay, so forget that for a minute, and yeah, we'll delete all of this. Unfortunately, I wanted to add those in as well. Rachel has leveled up. You go for your gift shop. So here, let's just put these black tip reef sharks in. There we go. Hopefully they'll be okay. Needs a tank of at least 210, which this is. They grow up to size 35. But yeah, they should be okay. They may look a bit silly in there. We may want to sell one of them off. But yeah, we shall see. Looks like they are going to need some supplement. So I'll add some supplement down here at this end. But I'm also going to add some over here because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more fish that we need supplement for. So that will go over there as well. So that means either end people are at, people can grab some. And we will get going. Right, so we want to have a look at what the torque is for this. Is this going to be decent enough to actually add in? Yes, it is. That will do. So we want this to be, say, 9 o'clock every 2 days. We've got more than enough members of staff that will be able to do that as well. So it looks like this one is going at the moment. And then somebody will be heading over here to do the first one of these talks. And that's good because it will drag people up to here as well. Actually, one of the latest releases of the game, I haven't updated this GOG release yet. I tend to do manual updates for that. So we just updated to 2.09, but I don't want to go all the way up to 2.12 yet because hang on. Oh, 83, okay. So this is the hot water one. Yeah, there may be some breaking changes with the mods. So you have to be a bit careful when you're doing modded, but you don't just blindly update stuff, because it can really mess up. So we have one space left over here, where we can add in... Let's try another UV filter, and see if that does it. Yes, it does. Just. But we are going to have to change this up a little bit more once these guys grow up, because I'm sure these are going to outgrow this very, very soon. So we're actually getting fairly close now to rank 11, which is 2,100. Sorry, 3,100. So you can see it's actually still going up. We might get somewhere. No, we need about 150 more. So I think if we open this up, with those mirror amphius that we had to sell back. So we come back into here and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we've got 6 of those in there. And we can also add a couple more things in if we want as well. That comet might actually be quite good in here. Can't be housed with other groupers, but it won't be. So we should be able to put that in. Now we just need the krill back here as well for that. So we'll get krill, we'll save that to there. Now we need some cave. So I think we have some nice rocky overhangs we could put into here. So we'll go for... let's just have a look what overhangs we actually have. Because I seem to remember, I've just researched. Let's see, overhang. There we go. Yeah, we've got this coral overhang, which is actually a gorgonian and a soft coral. Gives us 12 cave, 5 rock, needs 15 light. So can these be housed with light? These will eat crustaceans, but that's fine. These guys are... no, oh, these guys don't like light. Oh, that's a shame. But we do have one with kelp here, that would be quite nice to put in with it. There we go. And again, now we can add some decor items to this. I think we'll add in some nets just there. And we'll go for a column on this side, so at the back there. And then the vegetation, we'll go for some eelgrass around there. And even though it's going to take... I was going to put some little Neptune grass, but it does take out some of the heat from the tank. Just one per. But I do like these things. They do look very nice. And I think I'm happy to take out just a couple of heat from that. And then stick a sea lettuce in the corner as well. And maybe just a couple of little rocks. Small rocks. Just like that. Okay. So we have those. Everything is nice and fine. So now we can take down... oops. No, not that. We want to take down this wall if we can. This might be a bit more difficult than I think though. Let's see if we can do that. And that. There we go. Okay. So there's that one open as well now. We are... oh, okay, because this isn't being fed fully. And again, we need a little bit more filtration. So we only have one of these nitrate filters on there, which might be something we can change. Over here we have a bit of space. We can actually add in one of these nitrate filters, just there. And that does solve it, okay. So that solves one problem, but we are getting negative prestige because we're not being fed quick enough. What do these need? They need herring. So I'm actually going to grab, because we're going all the way back over there for this herring, and it'll be much better if they go to here instead. So yeah, he's coming back with the herring now, but it takes it all the way across to here. All the way across to here to grab a herring, and all the way back, all the way here, all the way back. So that's why these aren't being fed fast enough. But now hopefully with these here, it should be a lot quicker. That's good. Because we do have some very, very good feeders in here. Let's just keep an eye on this, make sure everything's okay. And it looks like we will need some orange pellets over here as well, for that same reason. Stop everything from taking quite that long to go. There we go. Everyone's liking it now. And we can actually get another podium here, just to see if there's anything worth putting in. Oh, I've done this again. Right, can we get it from this side? No, we can't. That's a shame. The only way I can actually get this now, because what this is, the bounding box of this tank comes out to here. And so this platform, it looks like I might, no, I can't actually click on this platform because it's basically underneath the tank. And I don't think there's anywhere where I can actually properly click on it. So what you have to do, it's a bit awkward, I have to move this tank all the way out to somewhere, and then I have to move this one forwards and then put this tank back in place, and it should be, yep, there. And then we need to say add this one onto there, and I believe add this one onto there. Yeah, and everything's okay. So now we have, as it ends up, no talks we actually want. So yeah, when you're using these inside corner tanks, just remember that when you're doing stuff like painting, underneath them, and adding these podiums, various stuff like that, any bins, vending machines, putting stuff down, then just be aware that the bounding box for this is much bigger than the actual tank says it is. And it's the same over here. That's why I've had to move this out. So you can see the bounding box for this ends up there, and I've added the torque in just there. Yeah, and this torque is for clownfish that we have in there. So yeah, there is that done, and let's increase your gift shop. I think I want to do things a little bit differently in this tank that I've got over here. If we pause the game here, I want to actually delete this tank entirely. And this is because I want to try and put some seahorses into here. We have a look at this. The seahorses are very, very good for prestige. We have 4 of them. 2 of them are cold water, 2 of them are warm water. And we need a tank of at least 54 once these are grown up. So we are going to need a fairly decent sized tank for at least the cold water ones. So I want to see what we've got in terms of a fairly small kind of size tank, but with a lot of volume on it. So we want a sunken tank, definitely. And maybe we go for more of these sunken deep water tanks, but we actually try and make them just that little bit smaller so we can add both types into it. So I just want to see if there is anything else we could use here. If we have a look for, say, sunken, let's have a look for those. See how big this is going to be. I mean, that is actually size 54 right there. So if we said we want a size 72 tank and a size 54 tank, that would just add a little bit, be a bit easier to work with. Means we can move these over to here. That's nice and easy. This is the hot water network here, and I think I might actually want to move this over to there. We'll add this back onto there, and we will add in the warm water one. Was going to be the bigger one, so that's this one here. Now this tank isn't actually on a network at all. So what we can do is add in another one of these large pumps in this space we've just opened up. We can add this one on here, we can add this tank here, and then we can add, oh, it's not quite far enough over. Okay, because we want it to be on this network. Or maybe we can just add this one onto there. Okay, yes we can. And then that will be all of those tanks on the network. That's good. Looks like we do have enough filtration and cold and heat for all of these tanks, so that's good. I was worried that we'd be hitting the roof of that, but we're not. Go for your feeding. So now, in this tank here, I want to go for the, what have we got? The weedy sea dragon and the big bellied seahorse in this. Oh, actually no, I've done this the wrong way around, haven't I? Okay, it's the, I want to take this one off of there. And I want to take that one off of there. So this one's going to be the smaller one, and then this one's going to be the bigger one. There we go. Okay, so size 72 tank. We want our seahorses, and we want to go for cold water. Let's see. What do these eat? They eat live Artemia. I think we do have some live Artemia here already, but I think I will add some more in back at the back of this, just so that we've got some close to it. So let's go for 2 of those. So yes, we do have some live Artemia, but we do need some vegetation and some rocks in here. So we'll go for some nice feather calpura across like that. And then some rubberweed down at the front. There we go, they're nice and safe. And yes, back here we will go for, I think actually if I put these ones on this side, then we can go for some live artemia and some zooplankton, just there. And then in this tank, we want to add in the slender seahorse. Oh no, we need the big bellied seahorse as well, so we do 1, 2. Okay, and so now we need live mysis shrimp as well. So if I move that over to this side, then we can add in live mysis shrimp, just there. And that's everything for this done. We need some supplement. We do have supplements over here, so that should be okay. So yeah, for this tank we want the slender seahorse, we'll have 2 of those. And we want the, oh, it's only a modified slender seahorse actually, which can actually go in with other ones. I am actually going to add these in though, because it is counted as a different species, so it should be okay. We'll go 1, 2 of those. However, oh okay, so you can't have seahorse and modified seahorse in the same tank. But, oh okay, you can only have 1 of these in. Is that right? Add another 1 of those in. Ah, okay, so these, because these aren't in this category, they can't go in with this. I get you. Right. So we may as well actually add in, say like 6 of those. Let's go for 6 of them. And then we need a decent amount of vegetation in here. These are warm water. How much do we need? We need 18 in total. How big are these ones? Ooh. Ah, slightly too big. Okay. That's a bit of a shame. Close all of those out, go to here. And yeah, because that's slightly too big, we'll take that out. Large kelp I think is going to be... Oh no, that's okay. So we'll go for some large kelp around here. Put those in like that. And then in the spare bits we have, do we have any decor items we can add into there? We don't have a compass yet, so we'll add that in. And we don't have a shell yet, so we'll add that in. And then a couple of rocks around as well. And then in this one, again we want the decor items. We don't have a pagoda, so that can go into there. And let's see what else we don't have. Don't really want to put a cannon in this one. Or a ship's wheel. But we don't have a skull, so we'll put a skull in at the back there. Okay, so that's all of those. Everything's looking like it's okay. So just take the walls out. I'm also going to add in a couple of podiums, just so we can see if we can stretch out just a little bit more from these guys. So yes, we can. We can actually add in 3 of them here. So we're going to go for the... it's actually both on this tank. Let's go for Weedy Sea Dragon. That'll be at 12 o'clock every 2 days. This one we're going to have at 3 o'clock every 2 days. We're going to have the big bellied seahorse. And that one's going to go on that side. We're actually going to get another one. I want to get as much out of this as possible. And this is also going to be at 3 o'clock every other day, just so we can get a bit of time between these. And this is going to be the slender seahorse. Okay, so that is a lot of the talks done and a lot of the fish added. So now we've only actually got one more thing done here, but we are actually getting up to the point where we may end up coming over the 3100 level. And I think, yes, definitely. There we go. There is rank 11. So now we've got even more stuff. Just put my phone on silent here because it's annoying. There we go. And let's go. So we're going to go for the... Should I go for the Uber one straight away? Ooh. Or should I go for... No, I'm going to go for the Mega one straight away. So I've got a feeling about that the Uber one will be ridiculously expensive. So now we need to just get a few more thousand, well, a few more hundred prestige and get a few more people into the aquarium. We do have a chrysal tank and we do have another big tank open for us as well. So I think it would be good to get something at least into this chrysal tank and get it open. So we'll just have a quick look in here on what is available to us. So we've got the purple striped jelly, we've got the Atlantic sea nettle and the Pacific sea nettle. If I remember rightly though, the purple striped jelly has a very good torque that goes with it. So I think we're going to add these in. They can't be housed with anything other than the inverts. And they can't... Oh, we can only have one of them. Okay. So maybe we do this. This can eat animals up to size 4 once it's fully grown. So maybe we could add in the Atlantic sea nettle with it as well. So we go for one of those. And then this one's fairly easy to house as well, so we need at least 2 of these. So we go 1 and 2. Okay. So that's everything that we need in there, but we might as well add in a big decor item. Let's see, we have... Temple's too big, but the Aztec wheel is a 2x2, and I think that looks really nice just there. And then at the front, I'm not even too sure if I want to add anything in. I just wanted this to be just with that, and I think that's going to be okay. So we can now take everything around here down and go like this, and then we've got to work out what we want to do with the stuff around it. Let's get it all uncovered first. There we go. And now we can move these, and I think I'm just going to kind of put these a little bit mismatched in the center here, just like that. Okay, so we may want somewhere better for them, maybe down here at the front a little bit. Oh, is this actually on the network? Yes it is. That's good. That is a cold water tank. We are having still a few problems with our filtration here, but that's mainly because these are being fixed up. So we're going to go for another one of these large ones, just there. That's still not enough. So as well, we will go for a large filter. Let's see what we got here. This one here. And because we're so close to the end of this level, I don't think we're really going to need too much, because there is that, and we just need a couple more guests in, and we've actually completed this now. So we're nearly there, nearly there. Ah, there we go. Wonderful, we have won. We didn't actually need this tank. So we have modified white tip shark has been researched. We'll go for the zebra shark, but it's not going to matter. Nicely done. You have made smart choices on where to invest your time and money, and have built Carbon City Aquarium into a state-of-the-art attraction with some of the most prestigious livestock around. You are now ready for the final challenge, to build your true Megaquarium. We are going to Megalopolis. You can continue to build here, blah 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 blah. It'll be continued in your message log. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to press pause for a minute because I do actually want to fill this tank here. So we're going to open up this just to make it look properly complete. So I can actually make a separate save file of this. And maybe allow some of these save files to be released later on. That's what I'm thinking about. We do have a giant Pacific octopus here. Now we need a blue spotted ribbon tail ray. Do we actually have any of those? Ooh, all of these aren't looking too good. No, we don't. Okay. See, I was thinking about trying to get that done. So, Ribbontail is a warm water one. So we'll need to add that in somewhere. We'll add that in. I think it'll be okay over here. Does need yet more filtration. And what are these complaining of? Oh, they haven't been fed. Okay, that's alright then. They will be. Tell you what, we will do, if I open up a separate program here. Okay, so I've added in cheat engine, and so now I've put the infinite cheat on, infinite money cheat, and so now we actually have infinite money. So now we can just put one of these Uber filter things onto there, and that will solve everything. And again, if we go to here, we'll add an Uber one on there. That will solve all of our problems there as well. So in here, we wanted, this guy is not happy because he's a wimp in with the bullies. Okay, so let's see what other tanks you could go in. We will pick you up. You can't go in there because that's cold water. You can't go in these because these are too small. If we put you in there, everything will complain. You might go in here. So these ones can eat size 8. You are size 8. You may survive for 9 days. Join me back once one of these has grown up. So we now have in this tank back here, we have a fully grown blue spotted ribbontail. So we can come into the menu here, we can grab this guy and say we want to stick you there. And I've already gone to the trouble of actually building out this tank here. So I'm just going to drop him in and press pause. You can see I've already kitted this out, looking really quite nice. However, it does look like we are going to need a little bit more. So if we grab a drop-off tank with some of that, one more there, and is there anywhere else we can just stick one of these in? That'd be really handy. Doesn't look like, so we're going to go for some driftwood, some small driftwood, one piece there, and anywhere else we can put one there. Okay, and now you will be happy. And there we go. There is the octopus in as well. So now we can, I'm going to save this. I'm going to do a new save, and this is Carbon City. There we go. And then we can come back in to new game. So there is Carbon City finished. Megalopolis. Build a megaquarium containing the largest fish on the planet. And that is going to be for next episode. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.